Welcome to The Sarah Scoop Show. It's time to get the scoop with Sarah.
I was writing and recording albums when I was traveling the world in my 20s, and I recorded a couple albums and wrote a bunch of songs. Grew up as a drummer, and I was in our church band, and then I was a youth worship leader as well for Bible camps. Worked with kids in camps. So I've always had music around. But I traveled with my guitar for most of my 20s in Europe and Asia, and then I just always was writing and playing. And I did a film called Buttons with a director named Tim Janis, and in that film was Dick Van Dyke and Angela Lansbury and Jane Seymour, and Robert Redford was narrating it with Kate Winslet, and the proceeds went to an autism foundation called the Golden Hat Foundation. And so they asked me to play this character that opens the film and closes the film, and I was honored to do that. I was talking about music with Tim Janis, and I showed him a cover I did of Hallelujah. This was now 2 years ago, and on my YouTube channel, and he asked me if I wanted to play it at Carnegie Hall with a 100-part choir and a 200-part symphony. No, other way around, 200 choir and 100-part symphony, Hallelujah, at Carnegie Hall. So of course I said yes, and as I was preparing that, and I also sang another song that 2 Christmases ago. When I got off stage, I was hit with such an inspiration that I started writing my new record. And 3 months after Carnegie Hall, that record we were in the studio, and I finished it in 3 months after that. So that record's called Freedom for Your Soul. And then I got a chance to play at the Troubadour in LA, which is a massive, such a cool venue and hotel, cafe. And just the record's just been growing and growing and growing. And then I was here in quarantine, and I was like, one of my favorite things to do is play live music. And I just turned on my Facebook one day. Actually, Hallmark asked me if I would do like a small song before one of the episodes of When Calls a Heart. I think this was in March. Yeah. And I said, I'm not going to be able to do a song, but I could do like a 30-minute set. So I did it, and 150,000 people watched it on my Facebook. 150,000. So I was like, oh, there's an audience here. There's people here that want to hear, like, they're at home, and there's a lot of people who are home alone. And so I started doing them once in a while, and then the audience just kept growing, and I loved it so much, and I was able to write some new songs, and I take requests, and then on Sundays I do more of a gospel thing. But it's been like one of my favorite things of this quarantine is doing these concerts now there's usually around 500 people that are with me through the whole thing, but by the end there's 30, 40, 50,000 views, which is just crazy. And then they just obviously keep growing. So there's a neat opportunity for me to do what I love, but also be a bit of nurturing. I choose songs that are either uplifting or spiritual or comforting or fun or whatever. I pretty much do everything. And it's become the surprise hit of this quarantine is just how, and I already played a lot of music and loved music, but this virtual concert, now I've done 16 of them, I think. And there's probably close to 1 million views if I add up the 16 concerts. But people turn it on and they put it on their big screens. I always get these videos of people sharing me on their big screen while they're like in the living room. It's pretty cool. And my mom loves it, so I do it for my mom as well. And I share stories too, like I talk about all kinds of things. And I've been giving away free signed CDs during every concert, and if they share the video and they comment, they qualify, and I've given away 6 so far.
Thank you for watching The Sarah Scoop Show. Head to sarahscoop.com for more.